SuperM is a group composed of 7 members, where each of the member has already debuted in their original group under the company SM Entertainment. So they consist of members from Wavy, EXO, NCT, and SHINee. And the purpose of SuperM is to be a driving force for SM Entertainment as a whole. It's supposed to represent some of the most powerful aspects of the groups that they have.
My initial reaction was that SuperM was a more developed, unique unit. Back in 2012, they had a song called Max Step, and it had like Kai, Luhan, Henry. So it was like, this mashup of people from all different groups in SM, and they had a song Max Step and a music video, and that was like kind of it. But SuperM definitely has been more developed because they have like a full-length album, their mini album, the thing with Capitol Records, going on tour. So yeah.
My bias is Kai, 100%.
Mine is Mark, Baekhyun, and Ten.
I ended up with Lucas as my bias.
Taemin.
My bias is Mark.
The initial reaction of other people was quite negative, and I think a lot of people thought it was just going to be a collab, which I also initially thought it was going to be a collab. Before that, there had already been photos of all of the members going to the practice room.
Some people hesitated from supporting SuperM because fandoms felt as if they needed or would need to compete to support their specific groups or their specific biases. It felt as though multi-stands would not exist. Like you had to pick one person, one group to really support. And that created a lot of tension overall.
I honestly feel like it's not really tension between fandoms. I feel like it's more tension between fandoms versus SM. Because I know that SM is known for sort of just promoting whoever they want to promote in the moment and not necessarily paying attention to other members who could also use promotion. And we've seen like Kai and Baekhyun do promotions again and again. Taemin is an established solo artist as well as a member of SHINee. So it's just like, well, what about other members that are part of these groups as well? What kind of promotions can they also do?
I understand you feel like your favorite group is kind of being put on hold while this other group with only some of the members from your favorite group are being like tossed into something that you didn't think would happen. And as a fan of the original group, you think, oh, I kind of want more content from my favorite group, not from this random group that has people that I don't know about. Say it's a subunit of the group you already like say, for example, EXO SC from EXO. It has 2 EXO members, so EXO fans don't really have a problem listening to EXO SC. But if you put other people that you don't really know about, people are kind of hesitant to listen to it, and they feel like it's more of like, oh, my group is now being thrown in the gutter because you're putting more focus on SuperM. I understand the tension, but at the same time, I feel like it's still, if you think about it in hindsight, to the general idea of K-pop and the ability to create subunits in K-pop with still a good amount of support, SuperM is still just a variation of a subunit. And I think a lot of people just need to think about that deeper and like understand like they're in a bigger scope of things.
My favorite title track is one, Monster Positivity, or Tiger Inside.
My favorite title track is Tiger Inside.
I just like the sound of Tiger Inside a lot, and I also like Taeyong's growling,
Oh, that's smart, yeah.
Favorite title song is One.
Jopping.
Okay.
I think Jopping still takes number 1 in my heart. There's just something about it that will get you hyped up.
It's such a unique feeling seeing some of your favorite members from different groups interact with other members of different groups that you may not have listened to that much, or you just never really took the time to listen to?
I think SuperM makes K-pop fun again because of their playful dynamic. The members weren't just picked because of their capabilities, but it's because of their charisma and their chemistry. They look like they have so much fun on stage. You can see them in their V lives and everything behind the scenes. They look like they're having the time of their lives. I remember having to deal with a lot of people who would say like, oh, I'm only here for so-and-so and whatnot. And a lot of people, I feel as though, didn't treat this as a full-fledged group. They just saw it as like individualism. And that's definitely not what SuperM was trying to do. They're trying to show each of the members, but like all together in their own lights.
I would say my bias record is probably 10. He's really cute, you know?
Okay.
It's just really cute.
I'm 10. My bias record is definitely 10.
My bias record is Taeyong.
My bias record has to be Mark. I love his rapping.
My biased record is Lucas because look at him.
I'd say definitely a huge bias record for me away from Lucas would be Mark and Kai.
I think the group is going to be a temporary thing, to be honest. I don't know. I mean, I would like them to last for a long time, but I highly doubt it for some reason. I think this is just like a test project maybe that SM was doing to see like how people react.
When it comes to Baekhyun and listening, I didn't even start considering that. But I don't think they will disband so easily just because Baekhyun enlists. Rather, what I think they'll do is they'll continue to promote without him, as well as laying low until like their next comeback or whatnot. But I don't think they'll disband. They might just slow down in content production.
SM could do whatever they want. They could, put in another member for Baekhyun. They could just put them on pause till he gets back. But even like when he gets back, Taemin is technically going to enroll too around the same time. Well, not the same time, but a little bit after. So, and Kai after that. I mean, they could do what they want. They could have SuperM be kind of a rotating group and like pull different members from the same groups and like promote it in that way. They could just put them on pause till everyone finishes their service. So I don't know what they're going to do.
I would like to see them go to the Grammys and perform and perhaps be nominated.
Yes, I would also like a performance. Also, kind of a number one on Hot 100. That would be kind of cool.
As a group for SuperM, I would love to see them sell more albums and gain more recognition in the world as a whole, because there has been some rumors I saw on Twitter, and it was like SuperM potentially nominated for a Grammy or perform at the Grammys, and I think that would be really cool for them. If they're able to achieve that, that would be amazing. And I think that's one of the things that I would love to see as a fan. And I just also love to see them grow as a group. That's one of the main things that will get them to future goals, is just being able to, if you ask someone on the street, it'd be like, hey, you know SuperM? And if they're able to know that, that would be amazing. And if they're able to get that exposure and see people, like let people hear their music. I just want people to hear their music and give them kind of an entryway into understanding how interesting K-pop can be. That would be amazing, because they are called the Avengers of K-pop. So I would love to see them become a force that gets people interested in K-pop.
Pretty much everything I want them to do, we can't do because of, we have a whole pandemic going on. But attending award shows overseas, and like NCT 127 went to the EMAs, so to see like SuperM do that too would be really cool.
World domination. I definitely like to see them internationally spread further. After COVID and all of this mess, I feel like it would be nice to hopefully see them do a lot more interactive events, especially internationally. I think that's what is so charming about this group. It's that, you know, most K-pop groups stay central to South Korea, and that's understandable. It's completely logical. But with SuperM, what charmed me the most is that they had so many different events when they were debuting here. They had their showcase in LA at Capitol Records, and that definitely got me intrigued. That's why I actually went to that. They had a huge arena concert for the first time at MSG, and they even had their Beyond Live concert series during COVID. So it's nice to see them wanting to interact with their fan base so well and like have almost a heart-to-heart with them. And I definitely appreciate that. I'd love to see more of that.
If I were to suggest a fandom name, it would probably be like M&M's. Or
That's
some kind of
really
like
good.
I don't know, something with the M.
Definitely not SuperM supporters.
Well, last year at the concert, they're like, oh, we're so thankful to all of our supporters. So we thought that that was just kind of like, oh, like, you know, we are supporting them and stuff. But then in their text messages, they would say like, you know, SuperM supporters, like that was our fandom name. While that is technically correct, it sort of lacks a sense of friendliness, a little bit of like, you know, the same kind of feeling that like XOL, TGNE, Shawl kind of has. Like, it's more just like supporters. Probably like Super One would be a good fandom name.
I've been seeing some people on Twitter call fans Novas, and I thought that was really cool, like supernovas, like that. I thought that was really cool. And also, if we were to play into their aspect of Avengers, I think like if they're like the heroes, then we're the sidekicks.
I've really liked the fandom name Empire, because it really encapsulates that SuperM like has Master and Matrix, and then it brings it back whole as Empire. I think that's so cool. Like, it's so dope to hear that as a fandom name. And if all else fails, just call us Joppers.